I was wondering, what are your favorite frozen microwave meals?
Man.
Jeez.
Okay, let's
Okay,
chat.
wait,
Let's
hold
talk.
on.
Let's finish the question.
Okay.
There's more. This question is only for Jeff Baccalar.
Oh,
please no one
no.
else answer.
You must have a different printout than me.
Personally, I love a good
Paneer.
tikka masala.
Tikka masala.
Which seems to be coming up more in hipster grocery stores. Mac and cheese is also great, of course. Thanks, Nick from New York. Let's start with Jeff Beck.
So I where I moved, there's like a Trader Joe's around the corner, and that place is just, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
So what's the appeal of Trader Joe's? Everyone loves it. I always see these insane lines for it. Is it really that cheap? Is it really that worth it?
It does appear to be very affordable.
Okay.
I guess it is. I mean,
It's reasonably affordable. Everything there is.
Is everything still their own brand?
Yes,
it is. And for the most part, everything has the organic label on it. A lot of the stuff, not everything.
I will also
A lot
say
of the stuff.
they're pretty well known for treating their employees pretty well. And
Yeah, I
paying
do
them
know
well.
a bunch of
Whenever I go
people
there,
who have worked there. And
Everyone's
have
fucking
said good
like
things.
pigs and shit. Everyone's super happy there.
Yeah.
But like all their stuff, they do a lot of stuff that you're like, yeah, they should make chocolate covered pineapple pretzel chips.
Hell yes, they should.
Joe?
And like they're there, and that's
And
the
then
thing.
Trader Joe's on the corner being like, I just got back from the chocolate-covered pineapple mountains, and I traded them milk. And here I am.
I don't think it's actual trading, like a bartering thing, but
It's Trader Joe's.
I know he's not a bart. Anyway, like there's just so many kind of unique things they have. Like, what about a tomato soup cracker? That sounds good. Well, wait, what do you mean crackers for dipping in tomato soup?
Yeah.
No, motherfucker. Crackers
Wow,
that actually
Joe
taste
sucks.
like tomato soup.
No, he's just very
Here you
forceful.
go.
Okay,
I
I mean, he didn't get this far.
Yeah, no.
Like they have this really good frozen truffle mushroom pizza that is just delicious. These like fried eggplant patties I really like. Just like a lot of really good stuff. Like I always go there and I always discover something new and I'm like, holy crap, let's buy 4 of those.
Yeah, a lot of the Trader Joe's like frozen mac and cheese stuff I'm very into.
I went there a lot in California.
Yeah.
I don't go there now. I always got Trader Joe's confused with the bar that's like
Trader Vic's.
Trader Vic's.
Yeah, that's a very different thing.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, sometimes you get a couple stinkers in their inventory, but for the most part, it's all good.
Yeah.
Do they sell wine in the Trader Joe's in Jersey?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not
That was a
in
nice
mine.
thing about California.
Yeah, not in mine.
Being able to buy actual booze in a grocery store.
Yeah.
There are grocery stores that sell booze in New Jersey. It's just
they
not,
sell wine?
yeah.
Okay.
It's just not, or beer.
You
Like
can get 'em
ShopRite.
here.
Beer I've seen in
Shop
grocery
rides
stores, but
and
like
stuff like
California
that.
just have like wine racks up and down, or
Yeah.
San Francisco in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
I would say
Oh boy.
all-time favorite. Well, no. Okay, up there. Stouffer's macaroni and cheese. Although they have changed the recipe a bit in recent times. Whenever I get it now, it is never as good as when I was a child.
Make sure that's not
Is that
just your
just a memory
child brain.
thing?
It could be, but for the most part, my diet hasn't changed that much since I was a kid.
We know.
Marie Callender's fettuccine Alfredo. I probably had 500 of those growing up.
Callender's?
First of all, it's Marie Callender.
Okay, Marie
Yeah, like
Callender's.
the word calendar.
Okay.
No, he said it right the first time.
like
Marie
that.
Calendar.
Yeah, it makes it sound way fancier.
Mary Calendar.
Wait, I thought her name was Marie Callender.
I think it's colander.
I think it's calendar.
Either
Wait,
way.
are you saying calendar like the month or like the thing? There's a kitchen
Colander.
device.
I thought it was a COL.
No, it's CA.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is.
It's
Yeah, I think her
calendar.
name should just be Marie Callender.
Whatever is the least
so it's
Italian.
It sounds like you're
sounding.
saying Ann Landers. Like that's the problem I'm having with
I
it.
think it's Marie Callender's.
Okay, then I thought
I
it was
love
Alex
this.
with the
Okay.
calendar. I never heard anybody like stress out the like make it sound all foreign.
Yeah, it's like
I
making it
assumed
say
it was like an
Mass
Italian
Alex.
lady's
Like,
name.
that's not how that's
Yeah,
supposed to be pronounced.
I don't know. If it's not Italian sounding, it bothers me.
I mean, it doesn't end in a vowel. I don't know
Right.
how we're getting Italian anyway from that.
Col-
It was
Colini.
Italian food. It was fettuccine. Maybe I was
Yeah,
just
right,
thinking
yeah.
it was an Italian name because it was fettuccine. I don't know.
Okay.
The thing I've eaten the most in my life by far is Hot Pockets.
Oh my god, that's just fucking upsetting, man.
Why? Hot Pockets are great.
Thousands.
No,
I don't like
Thousands
Hot
upon
Pockets. I
thousands.
think
I
Hot
ate-
Pockets, they're like, all they do is scald your mouth. It's just like a
You
mush
bite the
of like a
corner.
hot liquid.
No, you bite the
Abby.
corner.
Like,
Yes.
no, what happens is you get a pepperoni pizza one, you
Those are
bite
good.
it, and then entire pepperoni comes out, and then that and the hot sauce and cheese sticks to your chin, and it's like,
She's right.
Problem is,
She's
pepperoni
totally
pizza
right.
is the number 3. Number 1 is
Everyone
meatballs
gets-
and mozzarella. Number 2 is ham and cheese.
Everyone
Then you
gets
go.
injured with Hot Pockets.
They
Why
know
is
that.
it
I
good?
know. Not if you know what you're doing, Jeff.
The crisping sleeve is bullshit.
Scary.
Everybody
He knows
knows
this
it.
off the top of his head because all those Hot Pockets he's eaten are still with him, so he
Yeah.
can immediately access those
I feel
flavors.
like there's also a weird aftertaste with Hot Pockets. Look, I like
They're
good
bad.
trash
I love
food
it.
sometimes,
They're
but I
bad.
find Hot Pockets to be dangerous.
Yeah,
No,
it's
not if you know
garbage
what you're
food.
doing. You just have to be an expert with
It's
it.
garbage food. Just throw it right in the toilet. Save it a
I
trip.
mean,
I would say pizza rolls.
Yeah, that's okay.
Pizza rolls.
a good
The
pizza
combination
roll's all
pizza
right.
rolls with
Yeah.
just straight up like 4 cheese or something is excellent.
but
I know.
Why are you
I
doing
know.
a Godfather voice for this?
Yeah.
bring me a pizza roll on the day of my mother's wedding.
My mom's just got remarried, and I'm so proud.
I hope your first Totino is a good Totino. I think a pizza roll. I would much rather you just took the extra 20 minutes and put it in the oven,
just do
buddy.
that.
Just
Oh, you
to-
don't
I didn't-
no,
we didn't-
always
yeah.
This
oven.
is frozen mic. There's a question
Listen,
about frozen
here's the
microwave
thing.
food.
I think
Hot Pockets, fine in the microwave.
Yeah.
Stouffer's
Yes.
macaroni and
I don't
cheese,
think there's
fine.
an
Marie
option.
Callender, definitely.
Marie don't care.
The one I get fancy on is pizza rolls.
I
Because
feel like-
that and bagel bites.
I feel like
is-
most pizza things better in oven.
Yes.
Bagel bites.
Yes, everything
Anything
is
with the
better
crust.
in the oven.
Yes.
But you don't have to be emerald with everything, you know?
Bam.
Wait.
Aside from like popcorn.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
What do you mean emerald?
Did you just use the word getting fancy to mean turning on your oven?
Honestly, every time I made something in the oven, one of these things I'm talking about in the oven, when I was growing up, it was just like, okay, I guess I'll be all fucking fancy
Oh,
culinary
it's
dude
the
here.
easiest thing in the world.
It really is.
I'm kind of with you, Dan. You got to clean something.
It was
You
a
gotta-
whole thing.
Oh my God.
You got to look at a watch.
Like,
It's called a baking sheet.
First of all, never clean your oven.
Like
Yeah.
95% of what I ate for the first 20 years, maybe 25 years of my life came out of a microwave.
well, we know.
But
There's
sometimes
no
you want to
not
treat
on a
yourself.
shoebox. I get,
Right.
yeah,
Sometimes you
we've
want to
done
treat yourself, and pizza rolls are exponentially better in the oven. Also,
no question.
I think it's an option to microwave Totino's party pizzas, but I always went oven with that, especially if I was doing the sandwich where I put 2 of them together like a big sandwich.
Well, I want to stop you then because
yes.
this question is specifically frozen microwave meals.
Yeah.
Oh, the microwave?
and you've tainted it with the pizza roll.
yeah,
stuff.
no, you fucked
Okay,
us
well,
up.
if they said
well,
microwave specifically, I'll say soft sticks. They're the tiny little soft pretzel bites that are filled with cheese.
Okay.
Those
I'm
are
with you
very
there.
good in the
I'm with you
microwave.
But you got to get those quickly, otherwise they get all hard.
Yeah.
But they're still good even then.
Yeah,
Also,
bites,
any
microwave.
kind of like taquito or like those mini tacos that are really thin,
Yeah, okay.
those are great in the microwave. Those are fantastic. Now, I don't buy a lot of this stuff now because you get older and if you eat like that, it's not going to go well. So now I am instantly brought back to that whenever I go back home and I open my dad's fridge. It's nothing but energy drinks, soda, and whiskey and cheese.
Jesus.
And then his freezer is nothing but like the newest, hottest assortment of microwave frozen food.
So to your
of
point,
all cheesy
Of
bullshit.
course, your dad being 10 years old doesn't have to worry about getting older. And
My
that's-
dad, no, he doesn't give a shit.
Does he
about
sleep in a
getting
race
older.
car bed?
Yeah. I mean, he spends his days wearing pajama pants and selling baseball cards. So might as well. And watching like YouTube clips. No, it's a delight going to his place and being like, oh right, this is how I. This is my default. I want to be eating this all the
Your
time.
body still
but I have
craves
to
it.
force myself to eat fucking asparagus and chicken breasts and stuff.
Asparagus is so good.
It is.
Asparagus is
I
good.
like
Yum,
all
yum.
the stuff I eat now.
Broccoli's good. Sprouts are
Broccoli,
good.
I do better, but
Broccoli, I
everything
do like
else, I mean.
broccoli. It is just nice to go back to what I feel my body
Yeah,
craves is
I'm with
that
you
stuff that's in my
sometimes.
dad's fridge.
Yeah, I'm sure
so.
that's what a recovering anyone.
But that's also engineered by the food too. But I'm with you. Like they have programmed that in to be like, you remember me?
That's why I think all that stuff, like any
You
kind of like
remember
chemically
me?
food, is the best food for sure. Like that's why fast food and microwave frozen food.
Best is a relative term.
the
here,
best
yes.
tasting for
That's just
sure.
because we're all broken.
Yeah,
Like,
we are all
My
deeply
body's
broken.
like, oh, this sugar fat
Fuck
deposit.
yeah, absolutely.
Like, honestly, part of the reason I've been so steadfast about just eating the damn salads for lunch is because it's reminded my body what it's like to just eat raw vegetables, and sometimes I really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get full on a salad. Anyway, my thing for this, when I first moved to New York, I didn't have a microwave for like the first probably 6 months. So I got very used to oven cooking everything that was like a microwave thing. So I feel like I'm also gonna cheat and say, fucking, if I can put it in the oven, it's going in the oven.
Oh hell yeah!
Man.
But I love bagel bites as a snack. I feel like those never get old. I don't really get as much frozen stuff anymore, but I do think oh, never mind. I was going to say Eggos, but that's a toaster. I also don't have a toaster, so I throw those in the oven. So I forgot that you don't microwave those. Anyway, I feel like bagel bites. Also those like Red Baron personal pizzas
Those are good, yeah.
like surprisingly good. Like if you throw them in the oven, they're like, it's pretty good.
Most frozen pizzas are good. Like,
Yes, but
it's hard to find a bad one.
there's a scale.
It's
There's a
way
range.
harder to find a bad frozen pizza.
But again, like I think the oven thing makes everything so much better.
Yeah.
Exactly. No. Frozen pizza's always in the oven. But like any Red Baron, Tombstone, any of that shit,
Yeah, but Red
DiGiorno's,
Baron
all that stuff's
especially.
great.
I also
I'm not going to turn it down.
I'm just realizing now, I almost never eat frozen food anymore.
I don't really as much either. I like really moved away. Although I'll do stuff like this where I'll get like frozen meatballs, and then it's like I cooked everything else, and then just like nuke up some meatballs
Yeah.
and put them on the stove,
Like-
and then it's like I don't have to do the work for
Like
that.
we get those mac and cheeses sometimes as like a side. If we get something, we're like, hey, mac and cheese would be a good side for this. So like we'll fucking microwave that shit up. But like I'm thinking about like what's in my freezer, and it's like the only frozen food that's in there that I eat semi regularly is waffles.
Yeah,
Oh no, there's
Egos.
ice cream stuff. Like desserts don't count. That's
right.
an
Ice cream,
Yeah.
peas.
The new ice cream
strawberries.
stuff they're doing, something happened with ice cream tech in the last like 2 years where it's like between Halo Top and the Breyers Delights things, you can have like a whole fucking pint of ice cream. Back in the day, like Ben & Jerry's would be like 1,200 calories. Now it's like 300 and they're delicious.
Halo Top, I'm just not on board.
They're pretty good. Breyers Delights are way
What's a
better.
Halo
What are
Cookies and
these?
cream,
Are
Breyers
these
Delight.
just like the fake ice cream?
Yeah, Halo Top.
mean, whatever
is like
the fuck they're putting in it is
super
good.
popular, low calorie
turpentine.
ice cream.
Sure, tastes good.
Like stores can't keep them in stock. People buy them.
Yeah.
What's the sugar
Wow.
substitute?
They're always sold out
It's
on
probably Splenda or some shit. I don't
whatever
know.
it is. It's like way less calories, but they
Well,
taste super good.
It's the only way to look on the back and get the ingredients.
Yeah, you can't.
No.
It's
No,
all
it's
blur. It's
impossible.
all
So it's
mosaic
scratched out on everything.
I also think because my grocery store is like barely one step above a bodega, I like have so many fewer like frozen food items that it's like, oh, this is fine. I'll just like actually cook just because I can't buy my crap anymore.
Yeah.
See, I'm right next to both a Stop and Shop and a food bazaar, so
Oh,
I've got
man.
options.
We don't have shit, so we have to do everything through Amazon Fresh. We have to get delivery. Like we cannot do any. Like there's no grocery.
Yeah,
store.
there are no grocery stores in New York unless you are next to the Whole Foods. There is nothing.
that'd be nice.
Well,
D'Agostino's
there's
every
some.
once
Well, they're
in a
like
while.
fancy
expensive as
groceries.
shit.
Yeah, they are.
fuck
expensive.
I'm just saying there ain't a damn Safeway just sitting in the middle of Manhattan.
no.
I feel like I used to do the deliverable groceries and I liked it for a while, but I found with like produce and bread, it was always like, it's going to expire in 2 days.
It's iffy.
Like
The biggest-
they would always give me shit that was just about to expire.
The giant pain in the ass is you have to like plan this stuff days ahead. And it's like, okay, I'll take a delivery between 6 and 8 on Wednesday
Right.
night because I think I'm going to be free. But then it's like, oh, my friend's in town. I got to go do a thing. And they can never cancel it or anything. It's always a giant pain in the ass.
I feel like I've never had that issue.
I
I'm
have
usually
it
pretty good
almost
about being
every
like,
fucking
I will
time.
be home.
Oh, I always have a problem with that.
Wow, interesting.
I recently, I didn't have a microwave for a very, very, very long time.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah, I didn't. And
Hey, you get used to it pretty quick.
You do
Especially-
get used to it pretty quick.
Yeah.
So the things I once, like a year, like when the wife and kids go away, I binged last year. I got
The Domino's.
A Domino's.
No, for the microwave.
Okay.
I did a different one. It's usually 3 nights. Domino's is just one of those.
Right, yeah.
I don't talk about the dreaded frozen food night.
Oh.
Last time I got a bunch of the White Castle frozen burgers.
those are really
Ew, White Castle is gross.
Oh, that's fucking crazy. White Castle is delicious.
Here's the
Who
thing.
wants a fucking
You're-
steamed bun?
Let me tell you the reality. You're both right. It's disgusting, and it's the right
Yeah.
kind of
Oh, it's
disgusting.
perfect.
Yeah,
It's, so
it's
the
perfect.
chicken
It's
rings,
so
you can put it
gross.
on the slider.
It's perfect
It
Put
is,
some
for
ranch.
it is nightmare food you can get behind.
It's a food. It's much like KFC.
It's food adjacent.
It's food that I think I want, and then when I'm through with it, I'm like, I'm never doing this again. And then a year later, I'm like, I want some White Castle.
It is a great once-a-year regret.
And so I bought a bunch of those, and those were actually really good out of the microwave because they're steamed and they're bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
So there's nothing you can fuck up about it already.
How are buns usually done?
What's that?
Well, yeah, I didn't know what like steamed bun or anything like.
Well,
what,
it-
Well,
it-
don't
no,
they
what
like
does,
steam all the
McDonald's
They like steam the burger.
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole thing with White Castle? Is it's all steamed?
The meat's steamed.
I don't really know what
So
that
it just
means.
makes it like wet
not-
and soggy versus
It's a
like
much more
that's
damp
like
way.
that's like in at Burger King it's like all char broiled, so it all tastes like a little bit burnt. I want it just like on a skillet
Okay.
with like some fucking a greasy ass like diner skillet, and that's what I want.
Yeah,
I
so
like-
it's,
that's good.
it's moist. Yeah, like a White
it
Castle
is.
burger, you could put in your
They're
hand and mush up
soggy.
into a ball.
Yeah,
You could.
It's
I guess I
delicious.
never thought about like
Yeah.
the different ways you can do
You
that.
also like have to get onions on them. Ugh.
No, you don't. No,
feel like-
I
Okay, what about the microwave ones? I feel like they're oniony.
They probably have them
I
on
don't
there.
think
They're
so.
probably
See, that's
installed.
not a problem for me at all.
I don't
That's
want
fine.
onions
I like
anyway.
onions.
I think the microwave ones seem to come in cheeseburger or hamburger.
Yes.
Speaking of White Castle and onions,
This is never gonna end.
That's when I fucking learned that I had onions. I thought for the longest time I had never eaten onions until
God,
these.
I can't.
But then Andy McNamara
fucking
gave me
here we
so
go.
much shit because I was eating White Castle and he's like, I thought you hadn't had onions before. I was like, I haven't. He's like, what do you think's on that thing? And I was
It's
like,
unavoidable.
And I called them White Castle crystals because I didn't realize they were onions, and he was like, "Wait, what are they?"
I was with you for a while.
Ask Andy McNamara.
White Castle Crystals.
Tweeted Andy McNamara. He flipped out on me about
Nobody
this.
is disputing that you did this.
Justifiably so.
White Castle Crystals is a good drug name, but
Yeah.
but B, they're not crystalline at all.
But they're really tiny. When I thought onions back then before, now I eat onions, they're fine.
I like
Did you
crispy
ask them to
onions.
take the White Castle Crystals off?
No, because I thought they tasted good. I didn't know they were onions. I thought onions were always big circular.
Once you figured
thin
out
things.
that they were onions,
How
did you
did-
ask them to take
how
them
could
off?
they
I
be
don't
chopped
anymore.
up?
I don't
Okay.
anymore.
Did
Because
they-
now it's like, oh, I like White Castle crystals, so I guess I like onions.
See, they put the White Castle Crystals
that happened with
on.
sour cream, though. and you
Well,
asked-
I was younger and dumber.
okay.
So they put it. The White Castle Crystals were between the White Castle brown pillows, and then on the White.
No, I know what a bun and cheese and meat
then
are.
on the White Castle leather.
I just thought it was a fun little thing White Castle added that was like a trademark White
Brown
Castle
pillows.
thing.
We need to record something for the beginning of the show where it's like, hey, you don't know what White Castle crystals are, but you
You're
will.
gonna know.
You're gonna find out.
You're gonna find out.
Yeah. Hey, you know those brown pillows you've been eating?
Those steamed brown pillows.
Steamed brown pillows. So White Castle, anyway, the microwave is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's garbage.
It's one of the few things I can think of that are better, that taste more like the original thing in a microwave than in an oven.
Yes,
Like if you put White
100%.
Castle,
It's not
if you put
hard.
White Castle in an oven, you've changed it to something. It's transmuted into a different type of food.
But yeah, why is it surprising?
Because it's just microwave usually ruins everything for me, and at White Castle it makes it a little better.
Yeah.
I bought some burritos that were terrible, and they're actually still in my freezer now. I bought, what else did I buy? I bought some like pizza rolls. Those went in the oven, so they weren't
Oven,
microwave.
baby. Oven. for
I
life.
kind of mostly so my microwave right now is mostly for heating up coffee from the previous day. It goes in there.
Why is that not so bad?
I don't know. I don't drink coffee, so that seems icky to me.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, heating up a beverage. Very easy.
Popcorn?
Heating up soup.
Popcorn.
I don't
No,
know.
popcorn on the stove is the way to go.
Whirly
Seems
pop.
like a lot of work.
It's so easy. It doesn't get burnt, and it like is so fast, and it tastes better, and it's also so much
Don't
cheaper.
you need like special equipment or something?
No, you just need a pan and oil.
And-
it's truly the
and
easiest
just-
fucking
just
thing.
I thought
in
you
the
needed
world.
a thing that looked like a puppy hat on top. Or
No,
something.
that's like
No,
that
that's
is
the
like
stove-
a
that's
pre-made
Pop's secret.
stovetop. Yeah.
Oh.
So just get like kernels. So okay, I'm doing my popcorn recipe because we're here. Okay, all you do is you put a pan on medium, and then you put some oil in, and you put in 4 kernels. So you just put enough oil to like almost reach the top of a kernel, depending on how big your
That's a
pan
lot
is.
of oil.
Yay!
This already sounds way more complicated
And
than it's
then
microwaving.
once one of them pops, so you put in like 4. So once one of them pops, then you put in the rest of your kernels, and then you just like monitor it, maybe shake the pan around a little bit, especially as it starts popping. And then they just start popping, and then once they're done popping, you pour it out and put some butter on.
Don't they pop and fly all over the place?
And you also that's why you have the lid on it. I forgot to put that there. Got to keep the lid on.
Lid's key. The lid's key now.
Yeah, it's easy.
You can also get a whirly pop, which just has a little like handle on it.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't have the
mechanical
same
there.
oily flavor though.
And if you put some
well, no,
of
you
those
put- you
those
put oil
White
in the
Castle
pan.
crystals in there, really
amazing.
really adds a lot of flavor.
I like that there was a time where we went crazy with popcorn, where we were putting all kinds of insane
There's like weird
ingredients
colored
on it.
ones.
Yeah.
I
We've
remember
toned
for
it
some
down.
Halloweens we would get those like small mini popcorn, like microwave popcorn things,
Yeah.
like unpopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
the best post secret.
My popper that I'm popcorn is my default snack item at home. The popper I have is amazing. It's this black thing that just has like a rotating thing that goes around.
Oh,
it. You put
cool.
oil in
You got buttons and stuff.
nope. You plug it in.
Did that
and
come with the cotton candy machine? Or?
Nope. It is fantastic. I love it.
I think I hate having like kitchen gadgets. Like I just want it all to be like one thing.
the stir crazy. That's what.
Oh,
it is.
I thought you were doing a joke and just describing a microwave.
Nope.
Okay.
It's the stir crazy. It's awesome. The top becomes the bowl. Popcorn
that's
tastes
cool.
great.
This feels like
It's
one of
got a
those
fun
things you
name.
get for Christmas from a distant relative
Yes.
that you never open.
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't
and
have
then
space
once
for
you
this.
do, like 4 years later, you're like, oh my god,
Oh,
this
this
thing's
is actually
actually
pretty
awesome.
neat, yeah.
They like found it on like a TV infomercial, but I love it.
And as soon as you use it, you find out it breaks, and then you find out the company that made it went out of business 2 years
Exactly.
ago.
I have replaced my stir crazy pieces, like one of those like back end manufacturer websites where it's like I just need the gasket for this
Yeah.
thing. I have tried air pop popcorn. I've tried stove popcorn, which is very good. Just don't burn it because you will fucking throw out your kitchen. Burnt popcorn smells.
Oh, we gotta
terrible.
move.
You're done. I think the stir crazy. I am going to give the Caravella seal of endorsement. Anyway, microwaves.
Hot pockets are good.
There you go. Heating up soup so much faster in a microwave than on an oven. But you get cold spots. I think in talking about this, the only thing I think a microwave is good for is White Castle burgers.
And soup.
Not true at all.
But you also get cold spots sometimes, so you got to stir it.
soup?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
leftover
don't mind
pizza.
stirring. I feel like soup. What benefit do you get from stovetop soup? Just toss in the microwave.
Liquids and stuff.
Homemade, yeah, but no, you're right. Stovetop, what's the
I
point?
mean,
Well, yeah,
homemade
but I mean,
soup
if
is
you're like
different.
Sure.
cracking it from a can, just
Sure.
fucking
Yeah,
throw
yeah.
that shit in the microwave.
Yeah, totally.
All right. That's going to do it for
Thank God.
That's going to do it for
Starving now.
the first
Fucking
part of our
starving.
microwave discussion. Part 2 of the microwave discussion starts now. Medium, high, or low settings on microwave.
Oh, I
guys.
never adjust shit.
Never touch it. No.
Yeah, I agree with Alex's
This giant
weapon.
pipe was under the table. I just picked it up menacingly.
You just punch the 1 minute button over and over and over again, and then just walk back when
Yeah,
it
the
feels
express
right.
thing.
When it feels right.
100%.
Yeah, it's been long enough. Don't do that with a potato. You want to go heat up some White Castle?
I'm gonna go
How
heat
did
up
you
some
get
White
White Castle in like Minnesota?
That's where they had it. They used to have it when I was growing up in Kansas. They had one on Metcalf that I went to all the
Okay,
time,
really?
and it shut down. So for my entire high school career and junior high, I couldn't have White Castle. Then I moved to Minnesota, lived right by the Vegas Lounge, and right across the
kidding.
street was a White Castle that was open late. So you go from the Vegas Lounge to White Castle to home. It's perfect.
I really thought they were only in New York.
No, they have
No.
several locations in Minnesota.
They're mostly an East Coast thing, but they're around.
Okay, all right, all right. That's interesting. That's,
Yeah, Minnesota's
I learn
got 'em.
something new every day. Magic crystals, White Castle
yeah.
crystals.
It turns out they're onions.
If anyone offers you White Castle crystals in a parking lot, do not accept. Do not accept.
It's good advice.
Amazing. How does it happen every time?
Man, it's just
happened a lot.
It's a gift that keeps coming.
I keep learning.
That's great.
he's a,
Like, I keep learning.
he's a bubble boy.
No.
It's called Kansas.
Nobody else in Kansas would know a White Castle crystal.
No, not everyone there is dumb, Diane.